How many times have you stared in the mirror, flexed your shoulders, and felt a little underwhelmed? You've hit your front delts with presses, sculpted your side delts with raises, but what about that elusive, often neglected muscle group that truly completes the look and adds incredible dimension to your physique? What if I told you that the secret to a truly impressive, three-dimensional shoulder, one that practically screams power and athleticism, lies in a place most lifters barely touch? Today, we're going to embark on an unparalleled journey into the world of rear deltoid development. We're not just scratching the surface, we're diving deep, dissecting every facet of building colossal rear delts. Forget everything you thought you knew about shoulder training. We're going to reveal the scientific principles, the hidden gems, and the revolutionary techniques that will transform your posterior shoulders from flat to phenomenal, giving you that coveted cap and leaving others wondering what your secret is. By the end of this comprehensive guide, you'll possess the knowledge to unlock a level of rear delt growth you previously thought impossible, leading to a more balanced, injury-resistant, and visually stunning physique. Prepare to be enlightened, because the truth about truly massive rear delts is far more fascinating and effective than you've ever imagined. The rear deltoid, often overshadowed by its more prominent anterior and medial counterparts, is a small yet incredibly significant muscle. Its primary function is external rotation, horizontal abduction, and extension of the shoulder joint. Think about it. Every time you pull something towards your body, your rear delts are actively engaged. Yet, in most training routines, they remain an afterthought, receiving only secondary stimulation from back exercises. This is a monumental oversight, a gaping hole in your quest for a truly symmetrical and powerful physique. To build truly enormous rear delts, we must shift our paradigm, moving them from the realm of incidental activation to deliberate, targeted, and intelligent training. The journey begins with understanding their anatomy and function with unparalleled clarity. Picture the rear deltoid as a finely tuned instrument, waiting for the right maestro to coax out its full potential. It originates from the spine of the scapula and inserts onto the deltoid tuberosity of the humerus. This unique attachment point allows for its diverse range of motion, making it crucial for both pulling movements and overall shoulder health. One of the biggest mistakes lifters make is assuming that heavy rows and pull-downs are sufficient for rear delt development. While these exercises certainly engage the posterior deltoid to some extent, they are not optimal for direct, isolated stimulation. The primary movers in most back exercises are the lats, rhomboids, and traps, with the rear delts acting as synergists. To truly force growth, we need to isolate them, placing them under peak tension and forcing them to be the prime movers. This means incorporating exercises that specifically target horizontal abduction and external rotation. Imagine trying to build your biceps solely through pull-ups. You'd get some stimulation, but direct curls would be far more effective. The same principle applies to your rear delts. The goal is to make them scream for growth, not just whisper. The concept of mind-muscle connection is often debated, but when it comes to the rear delts, it is absolutely paramount. Because they are often undertrained and difficult to feel, many individuals struggle to properly activate them. Before you even lift a weight, spend a moment visualizing the muscle. Feel it contract. Imagine it pulling the weight. This mental rehearsal, coupled with proper form, will dramatically enhance your ability to recruit those often dormant muscle fibers. It's about more than just moving the weight, it's about making the muscle do the work. This mental mastery is a game changer, turning a simple movement into a growth stimulus. Now, let's talk about movement patterns. The most effective movements for the rear delts involve pulling the weight back and slightly outwards, or directly outwards. Think about replicating the motion of a reverse fly, but with a focus on truly squeezing the rear delt at the peak contraction. Many people make the mistake of shrugging their traps or engaging their lats too much. To counteract this, imagine keeping your shoulders down and back, almost as if you're trying to pinch a pencil between your shoulder blades, but then isolate the outward pull. This subtle adjustment is a revelation for rear delt activation. It shifts the emphasis from general pulling to precise, targeted isolation. The importance of progressive overload cannot be overstated, but with the rear delts, it's not always about lifting the heaviest weight possible. Instead, focus on increasing the tension on the muscle. This might mean increasing reps, slowing down the eccentric, lowering portion of the movement, or incorporating peak contractions. For example, instead of just flying through your reps, hold the peak contraction for a full second, squeezing your rear delts as hard as you can. This sustained tension creates a metabolic stress that is incredibly potent for hypertrophy. It's about quality over quantity, precision over brute force. Let's dissect some of the most effective exercises. The face pull stands as a king among rear delt exercises, a true cornerstone of any comprehensive program. But here's the twist. Most people perform face pulls incorrectly, turning them into a trap exercise. The key lies in the grip and the direction of the pull. Instead of pulling towards your nose, imagine pulling towards your forehead or even slightly above, and simultaneously external rotating your shoulders as you pull. Your hands should finish with your knuckles pointing upwards, and your elbows flared out. This subtle adjustment dramatically shifts the emphasis to the rear delts and rotators, creating an unparalleled contraction. It's a game changer, transforming a good exercise into an exceptional one. Perform these with a rope attachment for optimal external rotation. The feeling should be a burning sensation deep within your rear delts, not your traps. Next, consider the reverse pec deck fly. This machine, often overlooked, is a fantastic tool for isolating the rear delts. The beauty of the machine is that it stabilizes your body, allowing you to focus solely on the contraction of the target muscle. When performing this, avoid shrugging your shoulders or using momentum. Instead, initiate the movement by squeezing your shoulder blades together, and then think about driving your elbows out and back, not just pulling your hands. Control the negative, allowing the weight to slowly stretch your rear delts. Imagine you're trying to pinch a coin between your shoulder blades at the peak of the contraction. This sustained tension throughout the range of motion is crucial for maximizing hypertrophy. The bent-over dumbbell lateral raise is another powerhouse, but again, precision is key. The common mistake is to turn it into a lower back exercise by arching excessively or using too much momentum. To truly hit the rear delts, you need to maintain a flat back, slightly bent knees, and keep your chest parallel to the floor. Imagine pulling the dumbbells outwards and slightly upwards, leading with your elbows. Don't lift the weights too high. Focus on the contraction at the peak. A common pitfall is to raise the dumbbells too high, engaging the traps. Instead, aim for a roughly 90-degree angle with your torso, and focus on that subtle outward and upward arc. The twist here is to perform these with a slight external rotation of your hands at the top, almost as if you're pouring water out of a pitcher. This subtle shift in hand position further engages the posterior deltoid fibers. For those who train at home or have limited equipment, the band pull apart is an invaluable exercise. This deceptively simple movement is incredibly effective at activating the rear delts and improving shoulder health. Hold a resistance band with an overhand grip, arms extended straight out in front of you at shoulder height. Pull the band apart, focusing on squeezing your shoulder blades together and externally rotating your shoulders. The key is to control the movement, both on the concentric and eccentric phases. Don't just snap the band back. Resist the pull as you return to the starting position. This controlled tension is what truly builds strength and size. You can vary the grip width and angle to hit different fibers. For an added challenge, try doing these with a slight lean forward. Now, let's talk about training frequency and volume. For a muscle that is often neglected, the rear delts can respond well to higher frequency training. Instead of just hitting them once a week with your shoulder workout, consider incorporating them into your back days, or even as a warm-up on other training days. Their relatively small size means they recover quickly. Aim for 2-3 sessions per week, with 2-4 sets of 10-20 repetitions per exercise. The higher representative range, coupled with strict form and peak contractions, will optimize metabolic stress and time under tension, two key drivers of hypertrophy. Don't be afraid to experiment with different representative schemes, but always prioritize perfect form. The goal is to stimulate, not annihilate. Another critical element often overlooked is the importance of scapular retraction and depression. The rear deltoid works in conjunction with other muscles to stabilize the shoulder blade. If your scapular muscles are weak, your rear delts will never truly reach their full potential. Incorporate exercises like face pulls, with proper form, as discussed, band pull-aparts, and even simple scapular push-ups to strengthen these synergistic muscles. A strong foundation leads to a stronger superstructure. Think of it as building a house. You wouldn't build a mansion on a shaky foundation. Nutrition and recovery are the unsung heroes of muscle growth, and the rear delts are no exception. To build huge muscles, you need to provide your body with the necessary building blocks: protein, carbohydrates, and healthy fats. Ensure you are in a caloric surplus if your goal is to gain mass. Prioritize protein intake to support muscle repair and growth, aiming for roughly 1.62.2 grams per kilogram of body weight. Don't shy away from carbohydrates. They fuel your workouts and replenish glycogen stores, providing the energy your muscles need to perform and recover. And healthy fats are crucial for hormone production and overall health. Furthermore, adequate sleep is non-negotiable. Muscle growth primarily occurs during rest, so aim for 7-9 hours of quality sleep per night. Without proper recovery, even the most perfectly executed training program will yield suboptimal results. Your muscles don't grow in the gym, they grow out of it. Finally, the psychological aspect. Building huge rear delts, like any significant physique transformation, requires patience, consistency, and an unwavering commitment. There will be days when progress feels slow, when you question your methods. But remember, muscle growth is a marathon, not a sprint. Celebrate small victories, track your progress, and stay focused on your long-term vision. The satisfaction of seeing those posterior deltoids finally pop, adding that incredible dimension to your shoulders, will be an unparalleled reward for your dedication. It's a journey of self-mastery, pushing beyond perceived limits and discovering the true power of consistent, intelligent effort. The secret isn't a magical exercise, it's unwavering adherence to proven principles. So, are you ready to stop neglecting one of the most crucial muscles for a truly powerful and aesthetically pleasing physique? Are you ready to transform your shoulders from ordinary to extraordinary, leaving a lasting impression wherever you go? The journey to colossal rear delts begins now. Embrace the challenge, apply these principles with unwavering dedication, and watch as your shoulders evolve into a testament to your hard work and intelligent training. The mirror will no longer disappoint, it will reveal a masterpiece.